Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. We are showing off West Slavic Attire, the upcoming content creator pack from El Tyrannos, focusing on, shockingly enough, West Slavic cultures. We have Elizabeth with us here, CK3 programmer. She will be taking the controls today and guiding us to prosperity. I was wondering if that would happen. We have an echo here. Hold on. There we go. Problem solved. I'm professional.
We are professionals.
Yes.
So yes. Hello once again. It's been a little while, and we are going to be playing as this little fellow here. I wrote a little thing to just randomize the character in a way, and within the budgets, and this is the character we got. We got some pretty good traits here, and not some a one not so good trait. But we are playing video games to get away from reality, so let's go. So we're gonna be playing as a little duke within Poland, and we are this magnificent fella, Duke Janko of Kujawa.
Fair warning, we're going to mispronounce a lot.
I am so sorry. I'm bad at names. So yes, we are a brave, zealous, and temperate fellow with a martial education. We have a pretty good commander, and we are hideous. So, but we're just gonna be chilling out a little bit. Maybe go forth and get some more lands for ourselves, and show you all the new pretty things.
I hate the way this guy looks. His face is just awful.
We love the random stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I just like strategy, so we're just gonna go and get all of this stuff, and also because we're gonna be leading our armies, I'm gonna also get stalwart leader, and I can't remember. It's been a little while. Nights like this. It's been a while since I've actually played a military character. I much prefer more diplomacy and otherwise, intrigue inclined characters. Yes, I am. So we do not declare wars, and killing people is very uncivilized if we are not, face to face.
Correct.
That's how it is. And we're just gonna start letting the game tick. So yes. Well, we're gonna get raided. So
here they come.
We're in danger, but it is what it is. Also, let's station these around a little bit so we can get some extra strength from our holdings. Cause we'll see what we can get. And it looks like we are having some... oh, hello. Hey, yes, give us some vassals, please.
Always appreciate extra vassals. And the fact that we're getting raided by a foreign power right off the bat, very Polish experience.
And, we are also martial.
We're moving up.
We are...
it's off to a great start.
Yeah, this will go well for us.
It's ominous when things go this well this soon.
Peace, relaxation, and raids. Yes, that's often how it goes. I wonder if our good king can come and help us, or are you busy? He's just not doing anything.
So that's one of the new shirts in West Slavic Attire, isn't it?
Oh, this is pretty. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
We can open the pin him.
Yeah, we can't barbershop this guy because he's not part of our...
No, but we can do the barbershop and open the pinned stuff so we can see him.
Are we really short on top of everything else?
Apparently.
Oh, man.
It's wonderful. We love it. Wasn't there one for pins here somewhere? I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I played around in the thing. Oh well. No. Like we're not a king. We're just a duke. We're just a duke.
Derpy Beast on YouTube asks, the only difference is cosmetics. West Slavic Attire is a cosmetic pack. It's made in collaboration with a member of our modding community. So we've essentially commissioned them to make new content for us.
Yes. If you're familiar with the community flavor pack, it's the same creator, if I recall correctly, Alteranas.
Yes, it is Alteranas.
So he has another content, like a flavor pack for us, like content creator pack, that you guys can check out. But today we're doing this one.
Yes. West Slavic Attire. Polish clothes. We are releasing a Polish localization alongside this update. That will be free for everybody.
Come on, tick, please. I am bad. I didn't realize like the game wasn't ticking.
That's okay.
Well, we're professional streamers here.
Yes.
And I play this game sometimes professionally. That is part of it. I get paid for playing this game.
I go out of my way to play it very unprofessionally.
So you'll have to forgive me for my awfulness. Let's see. Already? I am surprised to find my wife skulking in my study. By the look on her face, something is clearly upsetting her. Yet it takes me a while to convince her to share her concerns with me. My beloved, I must confess that Dobrava has gravely insulted me. I cannot bear the thought of being close to that coarse woman any further.
Kill her.
So, who are you? She's a courtier, but she's a...
Ooh.
You know what? Go away.
It's just a Lowborn courtier.
We don't care. We don't care. Who are you again? I'm your wife. Oh.
Oh.
Look at our amazing court. This is the true experience. So you are just my spy master. So let's instead do like this. You are also powerful vassals. You would appreciate that. Also, our chancellor is awful.
Quality court.
We have a amazing court. So we're gonna just do like this.
We know how to pick them.
Yeah. At least now we have them somewhat fine, right? And even though normally I would set my steward to do development, I'm not going to now because we're not going to be playing that enough to really get that into effect. So every once in a while, whenever I play the game on stream, it's like, why didn't you do this? It's like, because why? So we are not apparently doing so hot.
We're paying for that luck we got right at the start.
Yeah. As the door to the birthing chamber opens, I am greeted not by smiling midwives and a crying babe, but the Duchess herself. Heart-wrenching wails. I am sorry, my lord. The midwives do not look me in the eye, and in her arms is a tiny covered bundle. Your son. He's in heaven now. And my son is in the heavens.
The Middle Ages. Shit happens.
It is. the callousness. It's like, it is what it is.
It's air and a spare for a reason.
I mean, yes. And
Reza Hamidi on YouTube says Poland is based. Yeah.
So let's actually go and pay homage to our Lord. We are going to let's do a hook.
Do we like him though?
Good question.
He's part of the Piast dynasty.
I mean,
yeah, we do like him.
we have a positive relationship. He does not like us too much because we're hideous, but you know, we can promise a favor because we are good vassals. So let's get ourselves a one of these. And
are we good vassals? I've never.
We
been
will
good vassal.
maybe be good vassals. We are on the council, so of course we are good vassals. So let's go. And there comes the raiders to take my capital, which is not ideal.
How many troops do we have? We only have. We don't have enough.
No, we don't have enough to contest them. At least not that I.
No.
No, not really.
They outnumber us almost 2-1. And they're roughly the same quality. That won't go well.
Although, I'm gonna check a thing before we go, because I didn't change the game rules, but I'm just gonna quickly check the advantage game rule.
It's set to 5.
5. Because we are a fairly strong leader, and you are not as cool as we are, so maybe we can win this fight.
We could bait them into attacking and into an unfavorable position.
Can we? Is this? Oh no, we are traveling.
No, because we're being a good vassal.
I forgot. This band. We're not going to do this.
That's
okay. This is fine. This is fine. So, journeying through the lands, I passed by a peculiar-looking tent, blade open, with this yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, mighty Duke. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest to my entourage, but am I willing to pay for it?
We're zealous, so I feel like the only realistic option
Steal the tent and have him burned.
Violence is the answer.
Sounds like witchcraft. And there goes our thing. So, here we have our, let's hope it's a small favor. Get the torches. Yes. And so we're taking the knee. Servants usher me into the king's great hall in Krakow, where he sits on his throne, waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage, as his scribes record the event. Then comes my promise that he may call upon me for any favor, as a loyal supporter of the king in all of his endeavors. He bids me to rise and confirm his satisfaction, along with my rights to the lands I rule in his stead. Let's hope it is a small favor.
It's going to be increased vassal obligations.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely going to be increased vassal obligations, but hey. Oh, a martial contest. Let's see.
This is from Wandering Nobles, so this is a relatively new event.
Yes. So, as we pass through the market in Cunning, we hear a loud yell coming from a corner behind one of the stalls, where a group of people are watching two men fight. As we get closer, one of them is lifted by the other and tossed several feet away, followed by the crowd cheering and money changing hands. Who's next? The man yells into the crowd. As his eyes scan the crowd, they land on my group. His face splits into a malicious grin as he looks at us. So, I mean, we're probably going to lose it.
We're probably going to lose.
But we're brave.
We are. It would be...
So, I will do it.
We lost. God damn it.
As expected, but hey, you know.
We're finally home.
And our capital is wrecked because it was raided. So let's set up some extra control.
That's honestly not as long as I would have expected it to take to bring the control level back up.
No, but I should be doing something to increase my. I should start upgrading my holding, because I have. I should really not have spent the money on the men at arms, but hey, it is what it is.
I mean, men at arms are fine. That's what the money's for.
But for now. Even more. Oh,
They're
that's
still
even
raiding
more.
us.
Still going for it, and our king is not doing anything to help us. How rude.
And after we went all the way to pay homage to him.
Yeah, I will avenge this slight.
The money isn't for throwing parties, it's for oppressing your vassals.
Oh. Cannot fathom why so many are bothering her. Oh wait, what? Why did you leave my court?
Multicar asks, how's the new drip? Do we have icons indicating where the
we do. So we can take a look at that. We should have.
Yeah, let's go get some drip. There we go.
Here we have just the normal. We can start at the top. I'm not sure if there's any new hairstyles. I think it's just the outfits.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah. So looking at this is like our default West Slavic armor. We are the martial, so we have that on. We have the Western the common clothing. So pretty good. The commoners wear this kind of thing, and they also have the other variation here, which is more like a gambeson. This looks like more like a gambeson, which is really lovely. That's one of the things I really appreciate about our game. It's like, yes, we have gambesons, and we have like the simple low nobility out there thing. Also, can we just take off this helmet for a little while? So
we should really leave the helmet on. He's not pleasant to look at. What an unfortunate looking.
Gotta play the dice. But yeah, so we have some good here. There's some similarities, but they're like noticeably better. And then we go up to the high nobility with finer clothes. Love this. And come on, where did it go? Oh, that's headwear. I'm foolish. And we go all the way up to this.
Yeah, I want to see the royalty clothing.
This
there we go.
very. So let's zoom in a bit. Oh, there's a zoom button. There it is.
Is that the new sword model? It is.
Look at this.
Zoom in.
Okay, that's what it was. I was like, what is that sound?
That was my work phone ringing.
What's that sound? But yeah, look at this magnificent. It's looking really, really nice.
When I first joined the Crusader Kings community team a few years back, one of my first tasks was to create an artifact social engagement post about that specific sword, whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce because I respect the Polish people too much. But I have seen hundreds of images of that sword as a result.
So we can now take a look at some of the headwear here, and we will probably go back here. So we have this. So all of these, you can see these icons on the side here to indicate which expansion they come from, and these are all from this flavor pack. This community.
Content creator pack.
That's the word I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm talking about, I swear.
It's been a long week.
It's been a week. So yeah, we have this nice woolen cap. Always appreciate it, especially in this when it gets some cold. Also, Stockholm is really cold right now. We have snow.
It's only like 20 degrees.
We have snow
Fahrenheit.
and I love it.
Fahrenheit, to be clear.
Yes. So I want Stockholm to be buried in snow and for it to stay buried in snow until March. I'm not going to get my wish, but that's what I want.
As opposed to being buried until April or May.
I wouldn't oppose it. I would actually quite enjoy that. But I'm weird. But yes, now we have also a pointed woolen cap. And
I can't get over how ugly this guy is.
Gotta blame the dice for this one. But yes, we also have this lovely fur hat. Also really nice for this cold weather. And now we get into the nicer hats.
So Piotr on YouTube asks, will we get Polish translation in the next update? Yes, the Polish localization will be included in a free update releasing alongside West Slavic Attire a little over a week from now. I forgot the release date.
I don't know the schedule, honestly. I'm sorry.
It's coming out soon.
And now we have this magnificent crown.
On such an unpleasant looking head.
Oh, we rolled the dice so badly here. Keep rolling, hitting the random, and doing the random script things to get some funny traits. But yeah, it's gorgeous. And we have yet another crown here. Still love this so much.
Oldwin Mordaith on Twitch says the planned release date is the 27th. Thank you, Mord. I appreciate it.
And we have a helmet. This one makes me think of the helmet the archer wears.
Is that not the helmet he has?
It's not quite like the one he has, but like it makes me think of it.
For context, Arthur is a member of the QA team for Crusader Kings 3. He is from Poland, and he is into historical battle reenactment, specifically from the Middle Ages.
I believe also he is now... Actually, can I say that? I'm going to withhold that information in case I can't say that.
I don't know what we're referring to, so I can't tell you if you can say it.
He's going to be doing some competitive stuff, but I'm not going to say the context of which.
Oh, yes.
It's really cool, though.
He is cool. He's been on several of our streams in the past.
Oh,
so
yes.
if you're interested in Arthur, you do you. But you can look at our previous live streams on YouTube.
And here's this old like hat here with chainmail, just good helmet, and yeah. So we also have some even more. Like we have can wear a crown on top of our things.
That's
actually,
cool. I like that.
oh, okay. So this gonna look a little bit funny. Not getting a crown on top of a crown, but I really like this. But this is a detail I hadn't thought about. But this is really, really nice.
That's a fantastic combination.
Love this so much.
I can almost forgive the horrible, horrible face inside of it.
Oh.
Will there ever be a giveaway for the game? We do giveaways from time to time. We can't say if any specific ones are coming up in the future, but follow us on social media, follow us on YouTube or Twitch. We'll post when we do have giveaways.
And we have a crest here.
Speaking of following us on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube, we just hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you to everybody who hit the subscribe button, and to everybody who didn't. I guess that doesn't apply to you. Quick reloading. Push the button. It's free.
Not holding back, are we? Let's see. We also have the leg whip. Oops.
He looks like a really angry Jake Gyllenhaal. I see. Did you ever see the X-Men movie from like 2000?
I mean, I have seen the X-Men movies.
There's
the last one I saw.
Like the senator is mutating and he's forcing his head between the bars. And
yeah.
It looks like.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yes. I've been wholly distracted by how much I hate this guy for like 20 minutes now.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna wear. Actually, we're not gonna wear the royal clothing because we're not royalty. We're just nobles. But we're gonna wear this one. I love this. All right, let's go back to ticking and see what we can get our hands on. Get some more money. Get some more upgrades so we can get some more. Get some more men at arms.
Ixion on YouTube asks, will there be any Chapter 4 news soon? I can't confirm or deny even the existence of Chapter 4, but I can say that we have 1 year in review dev diary planned towards the end of the year, and we will talk briefly about what our plans for next year are. You have no game. So
we have no maidens.
Maidenless behavior.
I'm coming! I burst through the foliage into the clearing, my heart beating wildly, sweat streaming down my face. But the scene before me is not what I expected. There was a stag, yes, but it is on the ground. An arrow stuck between its eyes, and she lowers her bow to turn to face me. What's this about, Duke? Did you think me incapable of defending myself? I got lost.
So, a Dragnar on YouTube asked, did they already announce what the new pack will cost? It wasn't included in the initial post, so there's no reason we can't say it. It'll be $5. Same price as the previous content creator pack. $5. I don't know what that is in euros.
It's roughly equivalent, I reckon.
It'll cost what the last one did.
Oh. It's fine for me. I get money. We're just gonna let our things, fall into a little bit of disrepair and get some more money, because we need money.
Money is important. That's why I'm here, for money.
All right, let's see. We're gonna get some cattle pastures, cause money.
More money. And the increased supply limit is good too.
Oh, also we need to find a new. Do we?
wow.
We have no.
No,
What?
we've got.
Oh, we got this guy. Okay, you can be
I
our
wish I knew how to pronounce that name.
Miroslav. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the.
I called it.
You did.
I called it higher vassal obligations. We offered him a favor, said we'd do whatever he wanted, and he said he wanted more money.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, wow. We got a new nickname. We're known as the Brave.
I missed, like. So, we haven't done anything yet, apart from fail at, rescuing our spouse. She could defend herself. Let's see. Another one. She wants to get rid of
She's one
another
those
one.
I hate drama people.
Yeah, no, stop with this. Like, stop doing that.
Old Man Mordaith on Twitch says, I love the game. That's why I'm here. You see, that's the right answer.
Oh, this game gives me a lot of fun challenges to work on. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some extra provisions. But at the same time, I have awful luck, so this tracks.
It's God punishing us for being this goddamn ugly.
And the dice is what led us here. So let's let the game tick a bit to get some more money, get some buildings going. Ooh.
This is a fun event.
A rusty tool. Peering through the dusty murk of the armory, my gaze travels over multiple different weapons of war. A pair of battered leather greaves, a recently sharpened sword, a spear with a worn haft, rusty farming tool? I pick up the farming implements. Perhaps it was been lumped in unknowingly with weapons. I heft the tool, examining its curiously curved sickle-like blade. I give it an experimental swing at the nearby hauberk. The blade pierces the mails, scattering a few iron rings across the floor. Interesting. I wonder if it could be repurposed. Taking the small blade out into the midnight sun, I inspect it more closely. The blade tapers to a point at the end and disappears into the tang at the other, leaving the length of slightly rusty but still sharp iron in between. The kink at the blade's head gives the implement a wicked curve to it, useful for cutting through shrubs, you'd think, or maybe finding gaps in armor. It is clear this could be repurposed as a weapon of war, but the question remains exactly what guise the weapon should take.
As any medieval ruler who taxed his peasants can tell you, you can definitely re-implement farm weapons, or farm tools into weapons.
So, I would love to get the halberd. I hope we can get the halberd. Like, the dagger is very straightforward. But
But a halberd.
a halberd.
If I was given the choice between a halberd and a dagger, I would take the halberd.
We need to find a way to weaponize this kink. Wait a minute. So let's see. Can we get it? Hey, there we go.
Got it.
We got it. It's
And we have to
bracing the
get
spear I'd seen earlier between my legs and the table. I loop some rough twine around the farming tool and the spearhead, binding the two together. The head wobbles alarmingly at first, but the next day's application of some more boiled leather straps, courtesy of the Holdings Tanner, finishes the modification. The weapon I've created certainly looks the part. The size of the spear provides reach and thrust, whilst the farming implement's hooked blade easily pulls a man off a horse or tears it way into armor seams. It's a rough and ready weapon, but I have a feeling it could be quite effective.
Couple of questions. We have Games for You on Twitch who says, is this a PC playthrough or console playthrough? This is PC. And Sarah on YouTube asks, by West Slavic, do you mean even Bohemian? From my understanding, the clothing items provided here are also available to characters of Bohemian culture. Chicken Hungry. We should have some characters down there who can use it. Be fair, who is going to read this? We have a screen dedicated to both of our stream platform chats. We're reading everything you say, so please quit hurting my feelings.
We see you all. We see you. Excuse me. Water?
Oh, and JV asked, would the sails can into space? Poland sails can into space, and we're hoping they do into space.
Well, let's see here. If we look into...
Sloven? Yeah, this should be a...
So it's going to be into these rulers here. This particular duchy. You are Hungarian, though. Do you have any... let's see. If we find any characters, they have... let's see, Slovenian. And we do
yeah, we're in the
all... and... take a look.
Wow,
here.
they're all... Oh, yeah, he's wearing the...
He's
the
wearing it.
attire.
This looks like the commoner's attire, one of them.
That is the only Slavian character in the entire world who holds a title. Wow. Or no, he's unlanded.
He's unlanded, but he's a noble.
Okay, he's technically noble.
There we go, there's another one. So here it is.
So someone asked, I feel like every time we get in CK3 really great DLC, and right after that is DLC quality drop. It's not so much quality drop as it is a different focus. Roads to Power was a massive endeavor that took multitudes of people more than a year to produce. We can't release multiple of those in a year time span. We do have to adjust the scope between major expansions to maintain a steady content cadence, but also not burn our development team out.
Yeah, it's the I believe like the team for Roads to Power was more than twice the size of the team of Legends of Dead, for example.
Yes. The major expansions are called major because they are a major pain in the ass to produce.
Not wrong. That's not wrong at all.
Ixion asks, is this a normal CK3 Dev Friday? No, normally we would have done this stream an hour earlier, and then we'd be off at our local medieval disco.
Yeah, but I had a I had a thing going for some knowledge share, a knowledge share seminar that I wanted to attend, so we postponed it a bit. So this is eating into the party time downstairs.
It's like Magica. They're having a party without us.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
So like we have social hours here on Fridays, and that's right now. But we're here keeping you all company because we want to show you all this new stuff.
And Games for You, again on Twitch, says Tours and Tournaments is fantastic DLC on console. Really glad to hear that it's working well for people. It's great to see people are having fun with it. We did push a hotfix today for an issue affecting the army interface. We do have a larger update plan to come out in the next couple of weeks. We'll tell you more when it's coming, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, but we do plan on making it even better.
Oh, we have a plague nearby. Ugh, that's annoying. Which is ironic that it's me saying it, because I made a lot of the plague system, like a part of it.
So you're the one to blame.
I mean, I still put the blame on Black Ninja even more.
Oh yeah, I mean he left us for Mojang, so he gets blamed for everything.
But I still like pushed a lot of the plague stuff. I did, so I'm partially responsible for the plagues.
So you were an accomplice to his crime.
I mean, I nerded out for like several weeks and like made a mathematical model and stuff like that, and tried getting us to use that, and I kind of melted everyone's brain with my enthusiasm, so no one could really follow what I was doing. So we didn't do that.
I believe the model you created ended up being used elsewhere, but I can't say where yet.
In which case, I don't know, because this is news to me. I did
definitely being picked at by other.
I mean, if so, amazing. I'm very happy for it that they're doing it, because I want it. It's fun.
Zizones asks on Twitch, is CK3 Legends the equivalent of CK2 Bloodlines? No, they are not. The closest equivalent to CK2 Bloodlines and CK3 is probably Dynasty Legacies.
That is to say, give me a second. Under Siege, we can do that. I'm going to go into, where's the Dynasty? That's not the Dynasty. This is the Dynasty.
Mozleron
there we go.
on
These
YouTube
ones.
says that mathematical model is a thing of beauty, to which I say, I recognize your username. I see you, David.
But yeah, so this is the Dynasty Legacy. They are bonuses for your Dynasty that you can get whenever you get sufficient renown, and you get this primarily from like having family members in being landed with titles, but also some other things as well. If you want to power level your dynasty, you want to embrace Confederate partition and get as many like independent rulers of your family as possible. That's how you speedrun through it. There are other ways as well, but that's one of the easiest ways to speedrun it. But yeah, there's also a bunch of other things. Ooh, yes, attacks. We can just go. These are all like normal things.
So this event right here, it's firing because we've selected a martial education focus.
Yep.
So.
Oh, 80% to get stuff. Let's go. And yeah, they never stood a chance. We got our extra perk.
So someone on the brand account says on YouTube, we need a war horn to call for CK3 staff members to the streaming room. We have one. We have one. We used it to call Ophalof up here when we were streaming after the end.
We did?
Yeah,
cool.
we were shit talking some of his design decisions, and he heard. So he came up here to dispute them in person.
That is valid.
So we have someone in YouTube asking if we're ever going to do an Asia expansion for CK3. This question comes up a lot. It's not something we're willing to answer at this time. We can never confirm or deny specific upcoming content for pretty much any reason. So if you ask us, are we going to have an expansion going to the moon one day? I would still not be able to answer that.
Maybe. Who knows? We can never concern with night. Maybe we go to the moon. We can into space.
We can. This is unofficially the Poland DLC.
These are light cavalry, so let's get some light cavalry stuff because I need more money. So let's wait for that because I would like to improve my cavalry a little bit more.
There are fantastic mods for Japan. If you haven't played Shogunate, absolutely do so. The amount of effort and attention to detail in that mod is insane. And it's free on the Steam Workshop. If I'm not mistaken, compatible with the latest version. If it's not, don't hold me accountable for that. Will you add more content for Poland? This is one concern that I've seen people bring up, is that the fact that a content creator pack is being made for this region means that we're ticking it off and then never coming back to it. Content creator packs have zero bearing on what we decide to focus on with our in-house content going forward. So just because we're releasing a content creator pack for West Slavic cultures does not mean that we will never release a more in-depth flavor pack or expansion focusing on this region. And JV on YouTube says, they can't promise anything that has a high risk of going terribly wrong. They'll announce it when they're confident enough. That is spot on. We don't share anything publicly until we are confident that it will exist in the form we're discussing and that will actually meet the release date.
Some of the musings that we'll be doing, you can see in our floor plan dev diary from a couple of years ago.
Yes.
But that is still like a couple of years out of date, mind you. Some of the things in that thing has been done already. And there's a bunch of things there that all the asterisks is considering its age, but it has some, a good floor plan, if you will, of things we would like to at some point tackle. But when? It's in no particular order, so.
Do you have next bio major content in plans? Not sure what you're asking about that, but if you mean, are we already working on the next batch of content for CK3? The answer is yes. We tend to develop at least a year in advance. So everything that we have planned for 2025 is already in some form of production, and we are looking at the very least, conceptual stages for content for 2026.
It takes a long time to make content.
It does.
As we mentioned previously, Roads to Power took just over a year to produce. I can't quite remember because I was not on that track the entire time, but it took a long while.
Game development is long and complicated. And especially long and complicated for a game like Crusader Kings 3, where we have, 30,000 characters running around at any given time?
We don't have a counselor, and we don't have really. This person is they're infirm actually. So,
I believe in them. They'll make a perfect spy master.
Zero spy master.
If they want to intrigue against us, they'll have to get through him. And someone asked, why isn't there the district breakdown or something in Poland in 1178? I couldn't answer that because I am not entirely sure what that means.
I am also can't answer it because I'm a programmer, not a designer.
Master Uguay on YouTube asks, are you guys making adjustments to the game speed on console since it's a bit difficult to get an exact speed while swiping the touchpad? Post on our console subforum about this. We'll look at it and see if we can make adjustments to it. Another YouTube question, why is it taking 1 year? Is there a specific reason? The specific reason is that game development is very complicated.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time to make code systems, make them all interact together. We need to also do, like just from code itself, right? We need to architecture the entire feature we're looking to make. We need to make sure it interacts well with everything else, taking into account the design of it, making it in a way where it doesn't kill performance as much as we can, which is always a factor. We always do try to make our best to make improvements in performance. Sometimes there are degradations, naturally, because the game is growing. And things of that nature. Then there's also the various ways things can be changed from design as we are trying things out, as we're experimenting. And iterating, does this feel fun? And sometimes we need to, start over on features because it's not fun. Yeah, and all of that stuff takes time. And then there's also, the UX passing, making sure that the interface feels good to play, that it's intuitive, which is a whole branch of development in and of itself, and all of these tie together to making one expansion with like a myriad of features incredibly complicated. It takes time, right, to coordinate all of this. Well, we're just farming all of the. Okay,
it should not be going so well for someone so ugly.
Hey, so maybe we should go traveling a little bit now. Oh, it itches. It itches like this neck here.
Oh, the amount of it is very cold in Stockholm right now, so winter gear is the order of the day. Some people go with synthetic, some people wear wool. The people who wear wool are itchy.
Yes, I'm a little bit itchy. Let's get some diplomacy stuff.
So Axion says Crusader Kings 3, the Moonquisition. You are going to make me sit down and brainstorm a bunch of potential names for a moon-based DLC, and I'm not sure I hate that.
Okay, now we have... You have so many troops! I wanted to take your stuff, but...
He says no.
Yeah, it's a big old no. Maybe I should go for this person instead.
Zizons on Twitch says, Roads to Power was a slam dunk. You have my thanks. Love administrative government. Bring back Merchant Republic. I thank you. Glad you enjoyed Roads to Power. I personally think it was like the best update we've done and ever.
It took a lot of work, but we got there.
it took a lot of work. And
so we have a little thing in the programming corner. It's one of those fun things. We all have our ways to cope with old code. Some people be like, you seen this? You seen this? I'm the only one seeing this, right? Other people just silently sit there and fume. And then you have myself, who will just randomly start cackling madly.
I've heard that. I have heard just cackling from down the hallway, and it's never a good sign. So
I start cackling, and then I take a little break, and I cackle some more. And then at the very end time period before of how cursed it is, I'll go and grab some coffee. And the artists have timed me down, and I was like, Elizabeth should be coming over pretty soon to get a cup of coffee.
And on the subject of itchy wool clothing, Steel Airship on Twitch says that's the price you have to pay to not wear microplastics. The microplastics are already in our bones, so that ship has sailed. You might as well wear the comfortable clothes.
Yeah, this one is is partially synthetic.
Deceptions.
Yes, I know. It's like I try to wear try to keep non-synthetic clothing as much as possible, but oh hello, who is declaring war?
Ultranet says, I have a petty complaint. All my husbands get receding hairlines way too young. If I have to go bald before my time, so do you.
The artists were so happy when they managed to get the receding hairline stuff in. They were just like, finally.
Yes, we unlocked male pattern baldness.
It was fantastic. I love seeing the artists being happy about things.
It was like an Oppenheimer moment at the Trinity test. It's like, my God, what have we done?
What's the war goal here? They are taking not my land, but I don't want them to take the land, and we are losing this war.
Couple of questions from YouTube. Are there plans for a content creator pack from the EPE team? Not specifically at this time. We are still experimenting with content creator packs, seeing how they work for us and how they work for our own community, as well as whether or not we actually make money off of them, because at the end of the day, we do have to make money.
Yeah, but I like them because it's a good way to highlight highlight some of our modders who are incredibly skilled, and it also lets them benefit from their own creativity and skills in a way that we normally can't do.
Yeah, our mod community is insanely talented. They provided countless hours of additional content to our games. Almost all of them out of the goodness of their own hearts and at no benefit whatsoever. It is a fantastic opportunity for us to not just recognize our mod community and the talent that exists within it, but to give them the opportunity to work directly on the game and implement something directly into the game and not just be a mod.
Yeah, and also it's a good way for them to also kind of get some hands-on experience with the industry itself, because working within the games industry is very different from working on a mod. Even though you're touching the same files, the processes can be a lot different. The quality of standards are higher and things like this, and the rigorousness of testing to make sure everything is up to par is higher, and that can be a strong benefit, especially if you're working to make your own portfolio, if you want to get employed somewhere doing this. So it's having this opportunity I think is a good thing, and it benefits the company itself, just being very pragmatic about it, but it also benefits the individuals in question who are making these.
Yeah, it's a way to be altruistic while still being capitalists, because at the end of the day, it is a soulless corporation that exists to make money.
Are we allowed to say this?
I barred the door. Legal can't stop it. So JV says the estate system and power families are good building blocks for playable republics. While I can't confirm or deny whether or not we have playable republics in the pipeline, I will say that the idea of making the admin, government, and landless core systems modular and adaptable for other types of governments is not an accident. We do want to utilize these elsewhere where we can, because if we can create a system that can be expanded on down the line,
remixed,
we might as well, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at how our good king is looking with this his little war here. I'm not sure if this was one of those attires. Let's see. We can take a look again.
Now, Tiki W on YouTube says, a Paradox game should have nominated to Best Community Support Award at Game Awards. The Game Awards combined the simulation and strategy genres in 2020.
Oh, God.
I'm still very about this.
Crusader Kings 3 lost out to Flight Simulator in the strategy category.
We lost to Flight Simulator in the strategy category. Now, in Flight Simulator's defense, Flight Simulator 2020 is ridiculously good.
Sure. But strategy is not.
Right?
Vexing. It's vexing.
That is a good word for it. I am still vexed by that. I wasn't even part of the team back then.
And neither was I. But still, when I heard about it, I was like, excuse me? I am calm. I am centered, and we are professional streamers who don't let our passions show too much.
We're not supposed to do that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think the best clips are made when you are just, get yourself riled up. But my also experience with that is that people tend to troll you when you do. Maybe I'm projecting, I don't know.
Old Memory Dave says, I hate when I search by genre for strategy, and the first games are looter shooters or FPS games. I will go full old man here. Strategy has very specific definitions for me, and your looter shooter, ARPG, deck building, roguelike, open world survival craft game is not a strategy game.
Everything is warring here, like everything is...
Old Man Mordate asked, do you folks even have the show Passions over in Sweden? They did not have it here, but I did see that when I was back in the US.
No. So the way it works is that, we will not show you anything until you get, inducted into the group. And then when you can't escape, we overload you with all the weird, cool things we like doing.
In Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scandinavia in general.
As long as I don't end up liking that Kala's caviar stuff. But I
You should try it with eggs.
I did. I got a piece of toast, buttered the toast, put slices of hard-boiled eggs, a streak of the Kala's caviar, and then I even sprinkled dill on top of it. I took a bite, and the only thing I could taste is just fish. Nothing but fish. Like, it was in my sinuses, burning my nose.
I mean, that is by design. Of course it's going to be tasting like fish. It is fish eggs.
So, Games for You says, I think CK3 is the best strategy game to hit consoles. I'm looking forward to more Paradox strategy game. Me too. And, that is a dig at Stellaris team. I will fight them. Of course, I did see Matthew Freak when he was in Stockholm a while back. He would win.
Valid. Will you add more challenging AI to the game? So the question here... So... Can I? I want to, but I can't. Can I?
We can't give a specific timeline, but Elizabeth specifically, has done phenomenal work with the AI that will be implemented in the game in the future.
Sometime in the future. I am the subject matter expert of all things AI, and I have done some tweaking. Just some. Feedback is positive. We'll see how it plays out, because this is part of the whole... We mentioned the whole long timeline things, right? And why things take long to actually develop. Here's another one. We need to actually make sure things are properly tested and it plays better. I can do as many experiments as I like with how we implement, in this case, say the AI, but if it doesn't play better, then, and it doesn't feel better, then it's not really going to go anywhere. I'm hoping it'll be fruitful. If not, well, we'll try again, and we'll keep trying and experimenting until we get it right.
Yes.
That is often how it goes.
But the more fundamental a game system is, the more careful you have to be when adjusting it.
Yes.
So AI especially has to go through a lot of testing provisions.
But also one thing you have to keep in mind is that when we're talking about AI, what part of the AI are we talking about? Because we can tweak a bunch of things with the AI to make it more challenging. The question is, will it be more fun? For example, we do restrain the AI from doing a bunch of things to you simply because it's not fun, generally, because you may not have agency to act on it. As an example, if we could unleash the AI's murder scheme potentials upon you if we wanted to, and you could have, 5 murder schemes going at you at the same time, and you wouldn't know, except for when you inevitably at some point die. And all you could see was you had a murder scheme against you. There's not, apart from the countermeasures, there's not really much you can do about it unless you discover it and so forth. So we could do that, but we want it to be meaningful, right? So it's, and at which points it's not really fun, it's just frustrating. And this is also a strong balance it comes to actually dealing with the AI.
So Mosleron brings up a really good point on YouTube here, in that nothing is confirmed until it is actually announced. We will not be announcing anything in an official capacity in a stream like this. We will have an actual announcement post, and as Mosleron says, saying that we're working on something is not the same as announcing it. We're always working on stuff. There's always irons in the fire. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
There they come. I was wounded while in battle, but I smashed them.
Another question from you two. Will there be a start date between 867 and 1066 in the future? Never say never. Not in the plans right now, as far as I am aware.
We originally said that we weren't going to add another one like way back, but then we added 1178.
So I made a very specific point to say that we weren't planning it at this time, but never say never.
Exactly. Way back when, that was the case, and then we did Rose to Power and we added one. So never say never. It can happen.
But the one thing that is extremely unlikely to happen is getting a start date before 867, because
the game starts breaking down at that point.
It gets weird, and not the fun kind of weird.
Deal with steamrolling.
Yes, we definitely need a way for AI to deal with aggressive player steamrolling, like how AI used to form coalitions in CK2. I felt like defensive packs and coalitions were more of a band-aid than anything else. And they did lead to some weird situations, like the Muslim and Christian world coming together during the height of the Crusades to stop you because you declared war for a single barony in India.
Yeah, I honestly do not know what would be good ways to go about it that is dynamic, that gives you agency, while not, in a good way that's fun. On one hand, we can do that, but having it, like, personally, I like it when it's not too gamey, and it's dynamic in a sense that makes sense with the characters, since Crusader Kings is a character-driven game. I would love it if this is dynamic in that you get either from internal struggles or external factors trying to move against you organically. But as I mentioned, I don't really know what is appropriate here, or even what people did if they did perceive this kind of threat. Because I am not a historian. I'm not a big enough of history buff to know. I'm sorry.
When you start talking about continent spanning empires, you very quickly leave the realm of history and get into hypotheticals, which makes it very difficult to find reference points for how people would realistically react to something like this, because the only comparable empires of like that in history weren't really in this time period. So the closest we have are the Mongols, and they didn't have the response you would expect. Ixion says, I could never do that. I'd blurt out all the secrets. See, the trick is to have the memory of a goldfish. You can't leak anything if you don't remember it.
I mean, that is certainly valid.
We're getting time warnings. We are almost out of time.
Jeez, that was fast.
It was. Well, hope you all enjoy this look at West Slavic attire. Oh, hold on. Let's win this war first.
Let's crush this war.
Yeah, we got time. We got time. It's going to take HR like 15 minutes to get in here and yell at me for using too much time.
All right, here we go. We got the war.
We did it.
There it is. Enforce demands. Bop. It's mine.
And we have won. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. We hope you enjoyed this preview look at ostensibly Western Slavic attire. We did look at the clothes.
We did see the clothes, and if you missed it, you can always check out the replay, like run back and see us going through all the attires.
Western Slavic attire releases on November 27th on Steam and Microsoft. It's going to be $5 or whatever the equivalent is in your currency. It'll be the same price as North African attire. So thank you for watching, and thank you, Elizabeth, for being here for one more stream. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here.
It always is a pleasure. It's great.
Thank you, everybody. I will see you later.